I think we can all recognize porn, but describing it abstractly can leave a person tongue twisted. Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart famously stated that he knew it when he saw it. And I think we can all relate to that statement because the line between art and pornography is hard to describe, but almost everyone knows when they're looking at it. A person who's worried about the harms of pornography might define pornography in terms of the damage it causes. For example, feminist Andrea Dworkin described pornography as a celebration of rape and injury to women. But the problem with a definition like this is that the outcomes aren't a good way to define anything, as observers can't always see the implicit impact in the production. I think there is certainly enough soft porn on the internet where a person viewing it may not see the lives impacted off camera. And that definition also ignores the qualities and the attributes of the product as well as the impacts to the viewers. So, why am I on about this anyway? What does it matter how we define porn? Well, when you're dealing with pornography addiction, I think there has to be a moment when you place boundaries on your behaviors if you want to have a successful recovery. It's difficult to make boundaries if you can't define exactly what the problem is. So I came up with what I consider to be a very simple definition. Porn is a sexualized distraction that can be delivered on any medium. If porn is in the eye of the beholder, then the manner of sexualization will always be relative to the viewer. Pornography seeks to gain your attention through the use of sexualized images, words, audio, and video in a similar way that media like TV or podcasting try to grab your attention. This content is often monetized, meaning that pornography is not so different in the way that it makes money than other media does. Pornography is sexualized distraction. As an addict, it's beneficial to reflect on this relationship. The producers and distributors of pornography need your attention to make money. Your ears and eyeballs contribute to their bottom line. Your enthusiasm for their product helps create more product. Each view helps fund more production, more marketing research, and more venues and ways in which your attention can be brought into their content. We might have a common understanding of what porn sites are, and I think most of us know the big ones to avoid. Let's say, however, that I see a highly erotic guest ad on a street billboard. It's clearly an advertisement, but is it porn? Well, if I'm aroused by it, then yes. It meets the criteria for a sexualized distraction. No, it doesn't look like something you might find on Pornhub, but that's not the point. The point is that I find it sexually enthralling and distracting. Using this definition, pornography now becomes less of an academic observance of qualities and more of an exercise in mindfulness. If you are engaged with a book, surfing online, watching TV, or listening to a podcast, if you find yourself suddenly absorbed in the sexual content and your attention focused exclusively on it because of the sexual nature, your addiction is showing. You know to disengage because for you, the content is pornographic. You won't allow sexuality to be the trap to rob your valuable time away. Your time is valuable, and the producers of this content want to take it from you. You are in charge of your time, and you should use it to your fullest. Don't let others capitalize on your weakness. Acknowledge your triggers and be diligent in guarding how your focus is used. Also, acknowledge when you fall into traps and learn from them. If Twitter has too much content that you find pornographic, stop using Twitter. If your favorite morning radio show is keeping you hooked with the use of erotic sexual gags, stop listening. I have shared before on this channel that I have to be careful on YouTube. It's a minefield for me. I have to be very guarded on what I do and be intentional on everything I click. If you're working on your own recovery effort, be sure to revisit your bottom line behaviors and think about how sexual distractions fit in your own bottom lines. Do you find yourself absorbed in something because of its sexual nature? Maybe in a trance-like quality? Do any of your bottom lines really reflect on some things that might be doing this, robbing you of your valuable time? It's all about your mindfulness, right? So reflect on the rules you've already put in place on the behaviors you will not do, and make sure they're capturing everything. And also be sure to revisit what in fact you think is pornography. This is Road to Recovery. I hope you found this content useful. Please subscribe and stay mindful and keep on the path to recovery.